What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Trey Sense, and you guessed it, we got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel. Before we get into this, man, a couple of things. Thank you. All those that have been checking in, letting me know where you're from, those that have been liking the videos, sharing the videos, I greatly appreciate it. I just set a record for revenue on this channel last month, the month of July. We are 17 days in to August, and we are going to break that record, and it's not even going to be close. So thank you all for everything that you've done. The more revenue the channel generates, the more fragrances I can buy, the more content. It's all around wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Listen, it means a lot. It means a lot. So like the video, share the video, and if you haven't, please sub to the channel. The sub count is up tremendously too. We've added almost 800 subs in the last 3 to 4 weeks. So thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. So what I want to talk to you about today are 7 fragrances from my collection that I think fit the modern man. Now, what is a modern man in my opinion? Modern man is a guy that takes care of himself. You know, he's in the gym, and even if he's not in the gym, he does stuff like he's at the barbershop all the time. He gets his nails done, and, you know, make sure his hands and everything is good. His wardrobe is good. You know, he's just on top of everything, physically and aesthetically and wardrobe wise. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy, I guess, a guy that's in touch with himself. You know what I'm saying? No further ado, let's get into it. The first fragrance that came to my mind when I was putting the fragrances together for this video is from the house of Moschino. And no, this is not a clone of me. It's Moschino's Toy Boy. And this is a smooth little rose gem right here. And it's good. It's a good gem. Nice, floral. Could easily be a unisex fragrance. I can't necessarily say that this is one that women like, at least on me, because I've never received a compliment on it, but the name alone is to me phenomenal. Toy Boy. And I can just see a dude, you know, that again wears those little skinny suits, the little pencil leg suits and the little Kirk Franklin suits, you know, wearing a fragrance like this. I like it. It does have the note of rose and, if I'm not mistaken, pear. But nonetheless, it is a great fragrance. I do think it's unisex. I do wear it from time to time, but this is one I don't ever try to dress down. At least minimum with this one, I'm in my polo and my jeans or something, or some khakis or something. I don't ever try to dress this fragrance down because it's just, to me, it doesn't give that vibe. So from the house of Moschino, it is Toy Boy. Another one that to me is just absolutely stunning. It is a bit of a clone. But it's from the house of All Saints, and it is a parfum concentration. And it is called Sunset Riot. And now what this fragrance most noticeably resembles is that old familiar Azkaban fragrance, Baccarat 540. Sunset Riot. Now, beautiful bottle. For whatever reason, this doesn't fit on there right. I don't know what Sunset did with that, or, you know, what All Saints did with that, but a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I came across this fragrance in a sample pack that I had gotten some fragrances from Nordstrom's, and they let you buy samples when you order online from Nordstrom. Well, not let you buy samples, they send you samples. And I hadn't bought anything from Nordstrom's since I was married, so it had to be something my ex-wife bought for me, but the sample was just sitting in there. So I picked it up and sprayed it on, and I was just like, what is this? And, well, the rest is history, because I then ordered a bottle. Well, actually, this was a gift. I told my friend about it, and she ordered herself a bottle. And then they ran it on sale at Macy's, I think. And Macy's or Nordstrom's one. And then she got me a bottle. But the scent profile is, it's a Baccarat Rouge 540 clone. It is. And you see I've used quite a bit of it. I've also decanted quite a few of it. I have to be careful with this one because that top is not on there very good, but it does what it's supposed to do. And if I put this on there, I can push it down. But when I go to take this off, it's a no bueno, no go. But what you have from this fragrance is that same sweet, burnt type of vibe that you get from Baccarat Rouge 540. Elephant in the Room is All Saints as good as Al Haramain? No, it's not. Is it good? Yes. Is it better than Cloud? Yes. So I would rank it under All Saints but above Cloud. So, but it is a really good fragrance. From the house of All Saints, it is Sunset Riot. And that's a pretty cool name too. All right, another one that I think would be great for the modern man. It's from the house of Lalique, and it is Linsumi. I love this fragrance. This is one of my favorite fragrances, man. It's smooth, it's woody, it's relaxed, it's enjoyable, it's really easy to wear, and it smells really, really good. It is woody. This just, every time I wear this and smell this, I'm just like, man. If you don't listen to anything else that I tell you, and you don't rock with your boy like that, that's fine, I understand. And I'm not affiliated with Lalique in any kind of way. But listen to me now, believe me later on when it comes to this fragrance right here. This is a beautiful fragrance, guys. It is so well made, it's so smooth, and that wood that comes through, but it's just player. As somebody told me one day, I was at work, this guy came, he walked by me, he said, man, what that is you got on? I said, and I told him what it was. He said, yeah. He said, that's player right there, that's player. And I was just like, I got you. But from the house of Lalique, it is Linsumi, and that's a great looking bottle as well. But my gosh, does this smell good. That's sexy right there. That's sexy. From the house of Lalique, it's Linsumi. All right, what else have I done? I've done 3, so I need to. This next one, I haven't had in my collection very long, and I've worn this once. And it could be unisex, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this in my collection. I may end up selling this one. But it's from the house of Nishane, and it is Wulong Chu. It's Wulong Chu. Some people trying to figure out a place to spray it. Some people, oh, that Sunset Riot, that hits a little different. It's not as rich as Al Haramain, but the scent profile, it's just not as rich. Man, it's just not as rich. Okay, but this Wulong Chu. Only thing about this Wulong Chu is it's nice, but it does remind me of something from Banana Republic. I want to say it's vintage green, maybe. High quality. You smell the quality instantly when you spray this on. I mean, it's no twins to your nose. Very bright citrus mixed with that green. I never rush time, but this spring, when the seasons start to change back, you know, and it's starting to warm up and the time changes and the day gets longer, this right here is that type of scent. It's just a great springtime scent. I could definitely see, you know, a guy that's really in tune with himself wearing this fragrance, you know, with the nice pair of slacks, skinny slacks, of course, with some of the big long shoes, you know, and just a white button-up shirt. and maybe even a white belt. You know, it's just a great fragrance. But what you get is a smooth green citrus, and it's really, really green and lush, and the citrus just pops. It just really good citrus, man. This is nice. It's a nice fragrance. It is. It is. I mean, and the quality smell. Yes, you'll get the same effect from Banana Republic's. I want to say it's vintage green or something, vintage 78 or something like that. But the smell quality is not quite there. But anyway, moving along from the house of Nishane, it is Wulong Chu. I told y'all I got rid of my Vain and Naive. I traded that to my boy Corbin for some really good fragrances. This next one, man, this takes me back. I bought this fragrance when I first graduated high school. Maybe like I graduated in 95, so maybe like 97. I went to the mall and was smelling fragrances, and I smelled this and I liked it, and I bought it from the house of Clinique, and it is Only You Can Make Me Happy. Surface. No, I'm just kidding. What Surface did sing Only You Can Make Me Happy. But it's Clinique Happy. Let me quit clowning around. If this fragrance just lasted longer. If it just lasted longer. I gotta put him on though. Bam. Surprisingly, women like this scent. And I'll never forget a young lady that came to visit me one day, and she was just looking at some of the fragrances that I had, and she saw this and she was like, "Ooh, I love that." And then I was dating a girl one time, and we got to talking about fragrances, and of all things she brought up Clinique Happy, and I was just like, and at the time I didn't have Happy. You know, my fragrance collection was probably about a third of what it is now. So, you know, and I'm thinking, I used to wear Happy back in the day. Like, people still like that. And these were young girls. But I was younger too, though, so don't get it twisted. I mean, this was about damn 15 years ago. But nonetheless, from the house of Clinique, it is Happy. And I could definitely see a modern man or a guy that's really in touch with himself wearing this. Smells good. Another one that smells really, really springy. Definitely could be a unisex fragrance, but it definitely does smell good. So from the house of Clinique, it is Clinique Happy. I got two more. Definitely this fragrance right here. From the house of Tom Ford, it is Black Orchid Parfum. And just as I say that, I have to check. Well, hell, Trey, here's the box right here. Yes, I was just making sure it was the Parfum and not the EDP. I get stuff like that confused, but it is the Parfum. I'll tell you one from Tom Ford I'm looking to add to my collection. I've got some travel atomizers of it, but I'm looking to add some big bottles. It is Great Vetiver. I've got to have Great Vetiver. That stuff smells good. Two on your boys' instant wish list is Chanel's Platinum Egoist and Tom Ford's Great Vetiver. I just think those are just great fragrances. But to this, I think it's a truffle note. Truffly, chocolatey note. And your boy's smelling good up in here. Ooh. I ain't got nowhere to spray. Well, put it in there. There we go. When you first spray it, you get hit with that chocolatey truffle. Midway through it, it gets a little bit feminine. Oh, it wants to go feminine, but then it comes back. It doesn't stay that way. And I'm not one of these people that don't feel like fragrances have a gender, because I do. I think there are fragrances targeted and made for men. I think there are fragrances targeted and made for women. Now, with that being said, you can wear whatever the stinking keepity boot you want. It's your body. You do you. If you want to go in there and get you some Windex and put it behind one ear and some Dawn dish detergent behind another and spray some WD-40 down right down the middle of yourself and call it a hard day's work. Hey, that's on you. That's on you. You can do that. So don't let nobody tell you you can't wear what you want to wear. But even with that being said, you have to understand that there are fragrances that are marketed for men and fragrances that are marketed for women. But since I'm on the subject, I'm going to tell you something about Fragcom. Speaking of marketing, have you ever smelled Stetson, the original Stetson, and realized that that smells like feminine hygiene products, but yet it's marketed for men? So that should tell you how much marketing plays into things. Smell the fragrance. If you like the fragrance, then wear it. Cloud is a perfect example. We just talked about that. If you like Cloud, wear it, and wear it proudly. Put your head in the clouds when you wear it. So same thing for Tom Ford's parfum. Tom Ford Black Orchid Parfum. When I wore this, I did not think one time, hey, I'm wearing a fragrance that's marketed and made for women. No, I just thought, yeah, I like that. It's different. It's unique. It's player. So from the house of Tom Ford, it is Black Orchid. And again, the truffles in it kind of steal the show. The middle of it, to me, that came out very Alabama. The middle of it, to me, does lean a little bit feminine, but the opening and the dry down, not a shot, not a claim. I just don't see a woman really wanting to wear this, but I guess they do, you know. But it's very pretty and it's very nice. It's very bold, and this gold bottle represents growth, because a few years ago I would not have worn this fragrance, not because it was marketed and made for women, just because I would have thought, well, it's too sweet for me, and I just wouldn't have worn it. But from the house of Tom Ford, it is Black Orchid Parfum. Last but not least, and this is a new one to my channel, it's a new one to my collection, but I think this fragrance would go great on the skin of the modern man or the fella that is into himself. And it is from the house of Giorgio Armani, and it's from the line of Aqua de, and it is simply Aqua de Parfum. And you see that bottle is basically full. I paid about $50 for it, and I like it. You know, sometimes when I'm spraying all these fragrances in here, I think, boy, if I drop the bottle and a spark were to spark, or it would cause a spark, you know what, it could be combustible. But I digress about this fragrance. I like it. I like it. I like it. It screams to me, Trey, it's hot. Wear me in the high heat. That's what this fragrance screams, and it's the citrus in it. But at the same time, it's got a little something in it that's just a little bit extra. You know, football season is coming up, so you know there's certain running backs that are good, and then there's running backs that have that extra gear, or wide receivers that have that extra gear when they're being chased that you can, you know, like Randy Moss, Jerry Rice. You know, Randy's time was way faster than Jerry Rice when they were clocked. But you're not going to find a video of Rice getting caught from behind, because he had that gear. He had a different gear when he was being chased. And the same thing for Randy Moss. I think this fragrance has a different gear. It has a different little leg on it. And again, you get just a little bit of the original Aqua de DNA, but citrus steals the show with this one. I don't look at this so much as an aquatic, but just as a nice summertime citrus fragrance. It's very grown, very dressy, very appealing. I like it. I like it a lot. From the house of Aqua de from the house of Giorgio Armani, it's Aqua de Parfum. All right, guys, that is it, man. That has been 7 fragrances from my collection that I think the modern man would like and enjoy. All right. I'm gonna get off of here, edit it, because as you know, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. I leave out in the morning, so I've got 4 or 5 videos lined up to shoot. So I'm fixing to reel them out, try to space them out, maybe 2 or 3 days apart. So y'all have some content every other day or so. But listen, I love you all, and again, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for everything that you've done for this channel. The last 2 months have been amazing. The whole 7 years has been amazing, but Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you guys. Now, with that being said, I gotta go. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.